What's going on, guys? CKD1TV Radio, and today I want to talk about the kind of elephant in the room in the gaming community as of late, and that is the leaked images of the PlayStation 4 Slim. Now, obviously this was probably set to be released and be confirmed to be debuted at the PlayStation meeting later in September, but, word comes way from Twitter I got, and this guy, his name is Shortman82, and he was on Twitter tweeting at Greg Miller saying, yo, I got the PS4 Slim. And then he started posting pictures of it. Now, at first, he started posting pictures of just the box. And at first, I was like, no, there's no way this is real. Just kind of looking at the pictures. I have some pictures on screen. I'll put up in the top right-hand corner. But just based off the box, it didn't look, like anything Sony would put out. You know what I'm saying? Not that it just looks kind of, it just doesn't seem like a real, box art for a new console, right? And so at first I was kind of skeptical. I was like, there's no way this is real just based off this art. It looks kind of, cheap and it just looks, like bad art. It just doesn't look like PlayStation art, for a box. But then he started whipping out the console out the box, and we got some, legitimate pictures of the actual console. And just some changes that they made is that, in the front, there are now the USBs that are kind of more far apart from each other this time around, and the console now has more of a curved look to it. Sorry about the phone, guys. My apologies. These mothers, these people invading my freaking video, sending me text messages, and man, trash. Back onto the point. Just this new slim console has more of a curved look to it, as opposed to the original PS4 that had kind of like angular, sharp, obtuse angles to it, very straightforward. This one is more of a curved design. You can see in the pictures that are up in the top right hand corner of the screen. And also, looking at a stacked picture of the two, right, it doesn't look that much smaller than the original PS4, right? I feel like in height, there is definitely a height, decrease with this new console. Is definitely, pretty sure that, this is definitely a more, squished down version of the PS4. But kind of, width-wise, looking at it, with the width from the front view of the consoles, it doesn't look that much smaller than the original PS4. They look like, pretty much the same widthness. I don't think there are any pictures of its length that good, as far as I can tell. There's one picture that you can kind of tell that the OG PlayStation 4 is a bit longer than this new one, so there's definitely some sort of a length change, with this new slim console. But he also says, in some tweets later, that the whole entire slim just feels worlds apart from the original, and that it's a very solid console. It's very well built, he says. And actually, he had Digital Foundry come to his house and take some high-res pictures of the console, and so that's basically they went and confirmed that this console was real and just not a hoax. And also they made him have a video that was released. I don't know where it is. I just saw it in a couple of tweets a few hours ago, but there was an actual video of them having the new PlayStation 4 Slim console plugged in, and he turned it on, and it was the actual home menu of the system. It wasn't any hoax, so it's not just an empty box. He's not trolling over here. This is an actual console, and this is and actually going to be a thing. And just some slight adjustments to the console, that I can detail, at least from the pictures, is that, on the underside of the console, the kind of grips that if you're going to have your console sit horizontally flat on the ground, those grips are the X, square, circle, triangle, like on the buttons on the PS4 controller. And as well as, they kind of got rid of the light bar on the slim console, which I am, I'm kind of sad about that, honestly. I liked the light bar on the OG PlayStation 4, but what I'm thinking is what they could do is that there is, it's sort of like a large kind of gap in between the Blu-ray drive and the edge of the actual slim console. So what I'm thinking they're going to do is I'm thinking that they're going to use that kind of gap to put the light there, which would be a very, very interesting way of doing it, a very good design, in my opinion, if they put the light there instead of across the top on the OG PlayStation 4, if they're going to put a light on it at all. Also, they got rid of the capacitive touch buttons, that are on the OG PlayStation 4, and this new one, it has an actual button. It looks like it has actual, tactile buttons for the power button and eject disc button. And also, it looks like on the back right hand of the console, you will see the hard drive bay. Instead of under the top part of the OG PlayStation 4, it will be, you know, in the back where you can access the hard drive and switch it out if you want a bigger hard drive on your new slim console. And looking at the contents of the box, you know, we have the manual, the little crappy mic that the PlayStation 4 comes with that you're pretty sure nobody uses. We have the HDMI, I see that. We have the power cable. We have a USB cable for the controller. But we have some other random cable that I don't know what that is. There is something, you know, next to the manual on the left of it. In one of these pictures, and it looks like it has some sort of clip on the end of it. I don't know what that is, guys. Let me know down in the comments below if you guys have any ideas on it. But that looks like a cable that we have not seen before, or maybe that's not even a part of the packaging. Maybe that's just some random, you know, thing that was around his house. But if that was in the box for this slim console, I don't know what that cable is. Okay, I see the HDMI, I see the power, I see the USB for the controller, I see the controller, the manual, the little microphone, but I don't know what this last cable is, and that's kind of leave me, you know, speculating what is that. And the last thing I want to talk about here in this video is that when you look at the box art, you don't see anything about being 4K ready. You don't see anything, you know, there really isn't even a name change on the box. It just says PlayStation 4. So this is what I'm leaning to believe, that this will be the new base model PS4, that they maybe just redesigned the PlayStation 4, the base model, as opposed to making, you know, a whole nother slim model. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, you know, the PlayStation 4s that we have now will no longer be made, and this will be the new base PlayStation 4 model, as opposed to it being a whole nother iteration of the PlayStation 4, because I feel like, you know, they would change the name, obviously. Like if they were going to, you know, maybe name it PlayStation 4 Slim, you know, like if they were going to, if it was an actual slim console, I feel like they would do that. But, you know, just because they're not going to rename it based off of the box art, it looks like, you know, this is just going to be a redesign of the original PS4. And it's intended to, you know, kind of switch out the base launch PlayStation 4 for this new one. And, you know, and there doesn't look like to be any upgrades to this actual console, you know, hardware-wise. It looks like, you know, it will not support 4K like how the Xbox One S does, but there is something on the back of the box that says VR ready. Now, that is no surprise, because the PlayStation 4 that is out now is compatible with VR, so it's not like, you know, that's anything new with these consoles. Both consoles will be able to use the VR headset once that drops, no problem. So it looks like, you know, that will also, you know, be a factor in this new console, but that's not anything new because you can use it on the old PlayStation 4. So I mean, I wouldn't even call this, you know, the PlayStation 4 Slim. This is more of just the PlayStation 4 redesign of the base model. This is just I feel like it's just going to be a new updated hardware for the PlayStation 4, and they will definitely, you know, drop the Neo information during this conference, you know, if they're going to do that, because I feel like, you know, that's probably the next step for them, is what they would do. And so yeah, that's all I had to say about this leak. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments below. Would you guys be picking up this PS4 console? Do you guys like the redesign? Do you guys hate it? Do you guys think 2 Chainz is the one that tipped Shortman82 and leaked this console? Let me know down in the comments below. Also, while you're down there, make sure to check out my description. You can find my Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, all the good stuff from me on there. Also, if you support the content, if you like my presence, if you liked the video, make sure to leave a like on it, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. I really appreciate all the feedback you guys give me. Thanks for watching, and as always, I got you.